talking about. I just want race. I just want race. I just want race. I don't know what you're talking about. I just want race. I just want race. I don't know what you're talking about. I just want race. I just want race. I don't know what you're talking about. I just want race. I just want race. I don't know what you're talking about. I just want race. I don't know what you're talking about. Race. I just want race. Race. I don't know what you're talking about.
Here we go. Gouter. Oh shit! Oh! Oh! Oh my god, I got destroyed! Oh! That was fucking so brutal!
The rain is very heavy, heavy is the rain, just the rain has lots of mass and weight and volume. The rain is very heavy, heavy is the rain, just the rain has lots of mass and weight. The rain is very heavy, heavy is the rain, just the rain has lots of mass and weight. The rain is very heavy, heavy is the rain, just the rain has lots of mass and weight and volume. The rain is very heavy, heavy is the rain, just the rain has lots of mass and weight. The rain is very heavy, heavy is the rain, just the rain has lots of mass and weight. The rain is very heavy, heavy is the rain, just the rain has lots of mass and weight. The rain is very heavy, heavy is the rain, just the rain has lots of mass and weight and volume. The rain is very heavy, is the rain, just the rain has lots of mass and weight, of mass and weight, of mass and weight, of mass and weight, of mass and weight.
Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked. And you are done. They said, Phil, you know, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole. Because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute, you're always still having problems. You're always still in debt and nothing's getting better. I agree with you. PW Dubs to me $1.30 said, "Do you think the coronavirus will humble the United States and knowing we're still capable of being infected by things even though we're not a third world country?" I have no idea. I'm not a medical official, nor do I have any comment on that subject. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. First of all, welcome to my final consecutive stream of the week. 6 straight days of streaming. For me, it was a good week. I had a lot of fun with everything that we did. Lots of progress in all the games that we were playing, right? All good stuff, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Tonight, we are starting something different. Tonight, because I finally got caught up with all the insane amount of new releases that came out in the past couple of months, we can bring back Game Pass nights, okay? And the way that we're going to do this is that each time it's a Game Pass night, you guys are going to get to vote. And your votes will determine what game off of Xbox Game Pass we're going to be playing. As you guys know, we played a ton of Game Pass games earlier this year.
I really do. I need that money.
Including games such
In
as
my
Dead
bills.
Cells, Forgotten City, I Am Fish, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, Outer Wilds, Quake, Serious Sam 4, and Sniper Elite 4. Okay? And so, it was really up to you guys to determine what we were going to do tonight. I did a poll of 5 of those games. You guys voted over the course of the last 2.5 days and determined that you want to see me go back to Outer Wilds. Okay? Now, I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. Manage 5 updates. The hell, oh no. Okay, at least it's not Outer Wilds. Good. So, you voted for Outer Wilds. It won by about 10 to 11% of the poll over the past couple of days. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're doing it for 2 hours. We're going to explore. We're going to chill. We're going to have a good time and a good way to end the streaming week. Okay? If you guys remember Outer Wilds, it is a open galaxy exploration game. You're in space. You're going from planet to planet. You're looking for clues on what exactly is going on in your solar system and why every 22 minutes it goes supernova. Every time that you die, you reset like Groundhog Day, and you get to continue on with your quest. Now, I did a little bit of this back in January. I believe we played 2 sessions of it that were each about an hour to an hour and a half each. And we did actually get some progress. What happens is your ship's log documents things that you found, little clues and things that you found around the solar system. So I do remember a little bit of progress. I don't exactly remember what we did. First thing I'm going to do tonight when we boot her up is look at the ship's log and say, okay, here's what we already figured out, and see if that can maybe give us some guidance of what to do next, because as of now, you know, I'm just going to have to try to remember how to control the game and how to play it, and then remember the story and everything. It's going to be daunting, I think, but at the same time, we'll get into the swing of things. This is a 2-hour stream, okay? Now, guys, by all means tonight, please, let's make this a fun, interactive stream. Let's make my final stream of the week exciting with good conversation and chill fun. If you guys have recommendations of things I should check out or do in this game, you guys know better than me. This is not a serious playthrough. This is not a new release playthrough. Yes, if you guys want to tell me about things in the game to explore and find, please by all means do, so we can have some entertainment factor to the stream tonight. Okay? Now, as I said, the way that this is going to go down is we're going to play this for 2 hours tonight, and then this will not be in the rotation for the next Game Pass game. What I will do is when I come back from my break on Wednesday, that morning on the pre-stream podcast, we will set up a new poll, and it's basically going to be games that we didn't play yet. So probably it'll be like One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, I Am Fish, etc., but not the Outer Wilds. All right? You guys will get to vote and determine the next game. Now, I'm not saying that the Outer Wilds can't be played again. I'm just saying it will not be played immediately again. And because I'm not keeping this game in the running, every single time we play a Game Pass game, that current game will not be played the next time. That's going to create variety, okay? Game Pass nights will be a good amount of variety because we're going to rotate the games around. But we'll still be making progress in all of them. All right? So I'm excited for tonight. I hope you guys are too. And I will say this, guys, please, tonight, if you're here to chill and have a good time, like the stream, and please contribute if you can via tipping. If not, other methods are appreciated, like a membership or a super chat. But I would definitely prefer tips. Tomorrow's my day off from streaming here. I have to do grocery shopping and run errands and do things, and it costs money. So please tip if you can. Tipping helps me on my day off in particular, and in general to afford all kinds of stuff, including paying bills and groceries and other things. Tomorrow I'm actually going to try to have a meal with my wife. Wow. Instead of just cooking all week. We actually have had several slow streams recently. Just not Elden Ring. Like pretty much every time I play Elden Ring, things go good with support. But I'll give you an example. Lego Star Wars, it's basically got almost no support. Skyrim last night was the slowest Skyrim stream I've did since I started playing it in December. I don't know what happened to Skyrim because it seems like people still like it, but the support is drying up, so I certainly would appreciate with these new Game Pass nights coming back into the rotation. You guys asked for it. You guys voted for this. Please support it if you can. All right? That's really about it. We're going to do a quick shout out here for Nathan. Nathan just did a super chat and asks, what is my favorite type of RPG combat? Turn-based, and it would probably always be turn-based because that's what I grew up with in the 90s when I was playing RPGs. And games like Final Fantasy, games like Chrono Trigger, later on games like Suikoden, basically showed me the awesomeness of and strategy involved in turn-based RPG gameplay. I'm not saying action-based is bad. I've played many action-based RPGs in the last 10 to 15 years as a result of being an online content creator, and I like them. But for me, the classic idea of an RPG is always a turn-based combat system. So there you go. All right. I think it's time to boot her up and get started. Headphones on. Why does Microsoft get an entire night but Sony doesn't? Because Sony doesn't have this kind of a system right now. They said that they are going to update their PS Plus, but we don't actually know the actual library of games and things that'll be involved in it. If PlayStation had an equivalent system, like an adjacent offering to Game Pass, let's say not only did they have a mix of relatively newer games that were on PlayStation consoles, but then there were some retro games, and you could get them in there for a monthly fee like this, I would probably consider doing it. They don't really have that, Okay. Resume the expedition. I have no idea how long this game is. None. Okay, you guys ready? All right, everyone, welcome back to Outer Wilds, a game that I played in January 2022.
YouTube mode on.
Right? And then I really didn't have opportunity to play again for a very long time. Because right now, it is April of 2022.
What do I do?
The last 2 months were insanely busy. Ridiculously busy for me. And so, because of all the new releases and everything, we didn't get an opportunity to really go back and play cool, chill Game Pass games like this. Well, you guys voted the very first Game Pass game back from being so busy. By the way, jump is A. Is Outer Wilds here. All right? Now, what we need to do, we definitely need to take a look and see what the hell have we discovered so far in the ship's log, right? So, look at this. We're getting some new stuff added. This apparently is from the last time that we had played, and I hadn't gone here yet. Yeah, look at this. So what do we got here? We've got many different things. Up here to the left, Quantum Caves.
What do I
And
do?
Lake Bed Cave. It's a rumored entry. A Nomai named Coleus mysteriously vanished from a cave at the bottom of the dried lake bed at Ember Twin's North Pole. Sure. The Nomai experienced a strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on Ember Twin's northern hemisphere, and there's more to explore here, it claims. Good evening, Derek. How are you? Here we've got Church Camp. Church set up an astronomy gear on the North Pole of Ember Twin. Church spotted an unusually high number of supernovas recently, and there's more to explore there. Escape Pod 2.
It's been pretty
One
slow.
of 3
not
Nomai
gonna
escape
lie.
pods that crashed in our solar system. All 3 escape pods were launched from something called the Vessel, which was badly damaged. The Nomai survivors who crashed on Ember Twin decided to seek shelter in the caves beneath their crashed escape pod. The Nomai discovered a promising long-term shelter site at the end of one of the passages between, and we found that. We were in the passages. I found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening is only big enough for my scout. Right. Which we sat in there, we threw light in there. That's all we could see.
Game?
White Hole Station. Every Nomai warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. To use a tower, you must be standing at the warp platform during the tower's alignment with its corresponding astral body. The alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead, and there's more to explore here. Oh my god.
Does that sound like No.
Village.
Nothing like that at all.
This, I feel like we've done enough in the village. Like, we did the Zero G Cave. Hal says Gabra went back to Giant's Deep to try to learn more about the Nomai statue in the observatory. Because the village is supposed to be tutorial.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick.
Frozen Nomai shuttle. We found this on an asteroid, remember? I found a Nomai shuttle almost completely encased in ice. There were 3 Nomai aboard the shuttle. One of them stayed behind to keep the shuttle warm, while the other 2 explored the interloper.
Give her a
And then we
pill,
couldn't figure out how to open
and that's it, because you're just going to waste our time again.
The Nomai shuttle that's frozen on the interloper can be called home to the gravity cannon on Ember Twin. Gravity cannon. So we have to look for something called a gravity cannon on Ember Twin. We didn't find that yet. Oh my god, what is this? Eye signal locator? A Nomai device created to pinpoint sources of distant signals. The Nomai were disappointed by their failure to detect a signal for something called the Eye of the Universe. Ryback headed to Brittle Hollow to investigate something the Nomai were doing at the South Pole. Ryback landed their ship near the big dome at the South Pole. The door leading inside was broken. They decided to head north to the ruins on the equator in search of a way beneath the surface, and we never found it, right? We never found a way beneath the surface. The Nomai decided to build a larger and more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow South Pole. There's a door to the observatory on the surface, but it's broken. I have no idea what we're going to start with tonight. It's very complicated, and the game doesn't really give you guidance on where you should go and what you should be looking for. Esker is growing a crop of trees at their camp. They seem to be doing okay, but they're probably been alone on the moon for too long. A lookout platform with a spectacular view of the solar system. Esker uses their signal scope here to keep tabs on other travelers.
Now this shocks me.
Esker's signal scope log reports harmonica music coming from somewhere on Timber Hearth. They claim it sounds just like Feldspar's harmonica, but Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. Maybe he got sucked into a time vortex or something. So that's the ship's log. That's as far as we've explored. The problem being that it really doesn't give me any guidance on where to go next. Right? I really don't know where exactly they're expecting me to go. Pre-fight checklist.
What do I do?
I don't know what that is. Anyway. I guess we're going to lift off. Derek says, I'm feeling better, making medicine, drinking a lot of water. My mom sadly tested positive. We're sitting far apart to stay safe. Duh, sounds like Derek's mom has COVID, huh? I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you don't have it. So we're leaving the planet, alright? There's so much to do in this game, so many things to explore. I have no clue where to go next. Here's a planet. Which planet is this? How do I... I crashed! Sorry about that, town. Didn't mean to do that. I got sucked back into the planet's atmosphere. How do I see... Thanks, Derek. I'm trying to see, like, for example, what's the name of these? How do I see the name of them? There it is. That's the Apple Rock.
What do I do?
What's this green one? Giant's Deep? Should we check out Giant's Deep? I don't know what this is.
It's Tevin's fault.
I guess we'll try to check it out. Now, how do I engage autopilot? Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm trying to go to Giant's Deep. I don't know what this is. What is No Man's Ba? You mean No Man's Sky? No, it is not No Man's Sky. Really? It snowed and rained? I'm sorry to hear that, Derek. Probably shitty, right? If you're sick. The Big Cheese says I should try exploring Timber Hearth. There'll be a crashed ship there to investigate. Alright, we'll try. Let's see what is this? Wait a minute. Giant's Deep. Is this the ocean planet? I think this is the ocean planet, isn't it?
You don't aim, nothing. You just run. Oh, I'm close.
Whoa, what is that?
Run, here we go again.
That looks like it used to be part of a ship. I just... The fuck? Yep, it's the ocean planet. Whoa, look at this. Can I land? Okay. How do I land? Landing mode, X.
$16.51 from PayPal.
I landed already. How do I get out? Unbuckle?
What do I do?
Yeah, this is the water planet. Earlier I crashed into the water. Suit up. I crashed into the water, which is not good if you crash into the water. Just so you know, you basically get fucked up. That's a very bad thing if that happens. But it looks like I actually landed on a landing pad. So now maybe I can, like, investigate. Yeah, look, there's a staircase down. Look at this. Big Beach says, do you think recreational space travel will be a thing in our lifetime? It already is. They already have those space missions, right? They're very short or whatever, but they exist. So what is that? Tornado? It's like a tornado button. Huh. Can you disable the weather on the planet and just make it more easy to oh. Ouch. Can I read this? This log? Yes. Pick up the scroll. How do I read this scroll? Insert. Okay, here we go. Translation. Now, how do I translate this? Right bumper. This is it. We finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. Okay. Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I've given up hope, but I truly believe the cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. Daz says, if I know my brother Evans and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon would break the constraint. What the hell's going on? What the fuck? For some reason, we're in space now. What happened?
From PayPal.
What the?
What do I do?
I have no idea what's happening right now. Anyway. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum power can create a room with their enthusiasm. Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, which are typical for you. If I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. So, this is... Look at this. What the frick is going on in this room? Just in general. Things are going crazy. What is this thing? I don't know. It's like a model? I guess it's a model. Yeah, see, this is what we saw. You know what? That's what we saw floating around the planet in orbit. It was the orbital probe cannon. That's what it was. It must have been destroyed. What the hell? Plant. What happened now? What the? Now, the whole thing went crooked. What is going on? What the? Now, how in the holy hell am I supposed to control what's going on here when I can't? Oh, no! That's bad. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. Pick up a projection stone. Brittle Hollow projection stone. Where do you use this thing? How do I get across here? Oh, when you walk, I see. You see what's going on?
My last shot, flying over the arrow. Oh, yeah, look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So these are pads you can use to go. I can't. I'm stuck. Come on, go up, go up, go up, go up, up, up. I can't go up. There. No. This is what I don't like about the game. The controls suck. They really do. Like, all I want to do is I want to see if I can get up, back up where I was. I can't. I don't even know how. I can't even... Look, I can't go up. Trying. It seems like you can't, like, just keep going up. See? Like, you lose your boost. How do you keep going up? I don't get it. It's because there's, like, high gravity. I need to go over there, but I don't know how, because I'm stuck here and I can't get off this fucking water. Yes, if you want to call it a walking simulator, you could call it a walking simulator. But it's really not a walking simulator. What it is an exploration game. I see. Here's what I need to do. Got it. You're exploring this galaxy, these different planets, and you're trying to find stuff on each planet. The problem is you have limited time. Like right now, I've been recording for 12 minutes. If the world goes supernova every 20 minutes or so. So that means I'm running out of time right now to do anything. No. What do I do with this thing? Ah. Okay, let's read this. Kanoid Daz and I are lifting the orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down and beneath the current. Kanoid, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Good evening, Tyra. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon itself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. It's exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giants Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory. It reveals how an object might sink below the current. Kanoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer looking through the projection pool. Can I visit the observatory and can you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface of the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon and the other at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. So I feel like we're getting important information out of this, right? 8 minutes, 8 seconds ago, long-range probe successfully launched with the orbital probe cannon. Okay. There's a different one. What did that do? It made a noise, but that was about it. I don't know what that did. We also have this. Control projection stone? This is so confusing. Like I told you guys, I knew it would be confusing. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there's a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. Hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here. I wish I were, but no, there aren't certain they can fix this problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update, Mallow and I will join you in Dad. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea might feel responsible. Okay. I don't really get it. What the hell? What was that? I have no idea what that was. We are running out of time, though.
What do I do?
Ah! There's items there to grab. See? There's definitely items to grab, but I can't grab them. And now, by the way, we got sucked into space again. We're not on the planet anymore. I don't know how we're getting sucked into space in the planet. This is so odd. Now what's going on? What is happening? Do you understand why this game doesn't make any sense at all? And you need to basically know what you're doing? It's confusing as fuck. Like, what am I doing right now? All I'm doing is reading text logs, having no idea what they mean. And I'm confused as fuck.
What do I do?
Now it didn't work. Now I did it, and it didn't teleport me like it did last time. Damn it, I want that item and I can't get it. Why does it not work half the time? Look. Oh, what the fuck? I don't understand what the fuck this game is. I really don't get it. It's so confusing.
What do I do?
And I have no idea what's happening right now. It looks like you're teleporting. And you need to get an item, and then when you go to get it, you get pulled away and you can't get it. And we're running out of time. At this point, there's only a few minutes left before the whole galaxy goes supernova. So I have no. You made a breakthrough last time on how to get into an abandoned ship. No, I didn't. There was no breakthrough. All I knew was that the ship existed.
I don't have money to do
that
it.
was it. I don't know how. I didn't learn nothing.
I don't have money to do it.
I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it.
I don't have money to do it. I don't have money to do it.
So I don't know. All this does is teleport you to a room, but then when you get close enough to do something, it's gone. See? So what does that mean? I have no idea. What the hell does that mean? 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. It doesn't matter. We're going to fucking probably blow up before then anyway. I don't get it. How can you say this is not confusing? How on earth can you say this game is not confusing? You're out of your mind. See, I can't do it. Once you go that far, all of a sudden, you're gone. So I don't know what to do here. I got some new logs. I don't know how they really pan out to anything important. All they're talking about is this orbital cannon that doesn't work. They said they made an orbital cannon and it failed.
Failure levels rising.
They're basically showing there's a third thing, a third projector stone. How do I get to that one? Is it under the water? Maybe? This is incredibly confusing. No, under the water. It doesn't look like there's anything under the water. Although it says there's 3 rooms and each one has a log to pick up. I don't see the 3rd room anywhere. Each side had 1 room. They're all dead. No, nothing here. Well, I have no idea. Like I said, this is the kind of game that it's too either you can explore, right? You can explore endlessly and take a ridiculous amount of time walking around and exploring and trying to find shit on your own. Or you can use a guide and find everything and actually find the interesting stuff. But then you're basically kind of spoiling yourself on the game.
I need that money to pay my bills.
And I can see both schools of thought, but man, this is so cryptically, I don't know what the fuck to do, you know? Like, what? We're gonna die in a second anyway. So it's okay, we're gonna die. Well, Derek, I hope you feel better. It sucks to be sick, that's for sure. I guess I died. I ran out of air. I guess there was no air on that planet. So we didn't get to see the supernova that time. I died. I ran out of oxygen. So now that run is added to all of your previous runs, and you'll probably have new logs at the ship to explain what you found. Okay. Shout out to Malcolm, who did a $2 tip, first tip of the night. Malcolm says, are you looking forward to playing Starfield? What are some of the features you want to see? I'm guessing there will be no lockpicking in space. I have no idea. We don't know what it is. I can't comment on a game that literally is supposed to come out later this year, and they haven't shown a single piece of gameplay of it, right? They just haven't. All you do is they talk about it, claiming it's going to be great with zero info. I'm sorry, but if you have a good game, you usually share some info of it. You don't hide it. You know what I mean? So I have no idea if it's going to be any good at all, and I really don't like talking about it because I don't know anything about it. You might as well ask me, you know, about the, let's see, the volume of a sphere of, I don't know, carbondanium, right? Phil, what do you think about the volume of a sphere of carbondanium? Oh, it's very, very volume-like. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I really feel like what they need to do is start talking about their game. Instead of just saying, oh, it's Bethesda, it's hype. You know, enough of your bullshit fake hype. Tell us about the game you're making so that I can know if I'm interested in it or not. If it's Fallout in space, that sounds good. If it's Oblivion in space, that sounds good. If it's something completely and utterly different, I want to know. I want to know what the game is. And they haven't said a shit. What do I want to see in it? I'm not going to tell you what I want because I don't even know what kind of game it is. That's ridiculous. You'd be like, well, what is it? Is it a puzzle game? Is it a fighting game? Is it RPGs that are, you know, I can't even tell you what I want until I know what kind of a game it is. Okay. So here's the new things that I found. Okay. Take that as you will. The construction yard. This island is where they built the orbital probe cannon. For some reason, the Nomai put the orbital probe cannon on indefinite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. According to a Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. Okay. They finished building the final module and sent it into orbit around Giant's Deep, but we saw that it's busted. We saw it was broken. I used a Nomai projection pool and saw the interior of a space station in orbit around Giant's Deep. Did you? The Nomai in the construction yard saw something sink beneath the underwater current, which they previously thought was impossible. The Nomai at the Southern Observatory constructed a model of Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the strong ocean current. Where is the Southern Observatory and Giant's... I don't know. No idea. There are two paths beneath Brittle Hollow surface that lead to the observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon. The other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. So I need to go to Brittle Hollow and either go to the gravity cannon or the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I guess. I think that's what they're getting at. So, okay. Where's Brittle Hollow? We're at Timber Hurt. That's where you start. Timber Hurt.
What do I do?
So it's one over. See that? So I somehow missed it. I ended up on Giant's Deep, which is a giant planet. Yeah, I ended up missing.
Oh no, you didn't. You
missing the
motherfucking
planet. Brittle
piece
Hollow.
of
That's
shit
where we want to land.
cocksucker.
Brittle Hollow. Okay.
Mark my fucking
We
words.
save? No. It just auto saves every time that there's a
I'm
reset,
coming
I
for
guess,
you.
right?
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are.
Do I like Outer
You
Worlds in retrospect?
motherfucker.
The Outer
You
Worlds?
are
Okay, now hold on a second.
Let this be noticed.
Outer
live
Worlds,
on
not
the
Outer
internet.
Wilds. Do I
You're
like
fucked.
Outer Worlds in
And
retrospect?
you are dumb.
If you're talking about the actual game, yes. I do feel that the game was very entertaining and fun.
They said,
when it
Phil,
came
you
to
know, we
story,
contribute to you.
and the
but
world
it always
design.
seems like it's a black
I thought
hole.
that the
Because
questing
it
was
always seems like
interesting,
no matter how much
but I
we
hated
contribute
the
to you,
combat. The
you're
combat
always
was
still
repetitive
having
and boring, and
problems.
felt
You're
like
always
it was
still in debt
superfluous
and
to the rest of
nothing's
the
getting
game.
better.
But it felt
I
like they
agree
just
with you.
needed some kind of gameplay in there, or else they would have said the game was too simple. You see, if they can somehow refine that for the sequel, because I believe they are making another one, that would be great. Because it was just the combat was what sucked. Everything else about it was good. Okay, now. That's the Twins. That's Adelrock. That's Giant's Deep, right? Is that it right there? That's Brittle Hollow. That's where we want to go. We'll go to Brittle Hollow, and there's two places you can land. The question is, what are they, though? You see, like, I don't know what's what here. We've already been to the north, and we couldn't get in from there. So I think that's a bad idea. That's a ship where the guy landed, and he couldn't get in from here. That's his abandoned ship. So we need to find another way into the planet. There was something on the other side we saw. Let's see if we can figure that out. Okay, this is promising. Do we land in this sucker? Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know about that. That looks like that's an orbital cannon, right? But it looks like it's broken. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I guess that kind of worked. Not as smooth as I would have liked, but hey. Shout out to Grunter, who tipped me $1 for this. Is awesome stream. I'm glad you're able to persevere through your strokes. Oh, so it's an insulting idiot. I see. All right, let's ban this idiot. Guys, if you like chill streaming, I would really appreciate it if you could support tonight's stream. As you know, this is Game Pass, and this is what you guys voted for. So that's why I'm playing it. So the more support, the better. Remember that we have all
So if
kinds
you're
of
going to be an
rewards
asshole,
place for
you're going to be
tips and the
treated like an
okay?
asshole. You're going to be shown the door.
Okay, so I banned that idiot from ever being able to tip me ever again because he's a piece of human feces.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
So Derek says, I remember Christmas 2018, you were really sick. You were playing Minecraft. You had to delay the podcast to New Year's Eve. Funny enough, since COVID began, I have not been sick. I've had the sniffles because of allergies and the like, but I have not actually gotten a cold since COVID began. It's a good feeling, by the way. I'm not complaining. I've really enjoyed not getting sick. Okay. Carl on Wheels did a haiku. He says, undisturbed distance, a little lonely ship, flies betrayed by the suit. I don't think that's the right kind of syllables, but okay. Good evening, Brandon. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. The game so far is interesting, I guess you could say. Really? Jade says, I'm here, but I don't like the game. Malcolm also says he doesn't like the game. Still in the shadows, the guy was insulting me. What do you think it was? He was an insult. As usual, an insult. Nothing too special. This is the dunce. So here we are. Don't ask me how I managed to land it, like, right next to the staircase, but I did.
Do you want to play the fucking game?
This used to be habitable. Not anymore. It looks like it's all torn apart, right? Okay. A Brittle Hollow projection. What the fuck is going on? A Brittle Hollow projection stone. The fuck is this now? This is what it maybe used to look like. So there used to be a gravity pad over there, but it's not anymore. It's just, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what those are. The game's not really explaining, so I don't know what those things are. Is that an actual place? Is that how it used to be in the past? I have no clue. There's zero explanation for anything.
$110.09 from PayPal.
Okay. I'm at the shuttle. I'm ready to make my first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. That's exciting. You're almost ready, but there's still one more rule you need to learn. Come see me at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. The tower is on the opposite side of Brittle Hollow. If you follow the path west to the crossroads, you can reach the tower from there. My gratitude for the directions. I'll see you soon. So I have to head west from here, right? Yeah, see ship log update. If I head west from here, soulmates. It'll get me to the Quantum Tower that they want me to go to. Okay. Whoa. That's interesting. There's stuff down there. See that? Of course, I get sucked into a fucking black hole down there, which I don't want to. Whoa, what is this now? Where would this take me? Maybe it goes down? Guess we'll find out. No, it goes up. Okay. So what if I just try to... I'm gonna get sucked into the black hole, I think. I'm gonna try to get down there, though.
Duty.
Well, that worked. The shuttle is currently resting on the Quantum Moon. Call the shuttle home. Activate the gravity cannon. How do you do this? Whoa.
What do I do?
I think I just called the shuttle home. I think I just called the shuttle home.
I want to take different field.
But I don't know what activating the gravity cannon would do. Oh boy. We just fired the gravity cannon. What did that do? Something just fired. Look. Well, the ship's log is updating. I don't know if this is helping us at all in any way, but stuff is happening. Alright. The gravity cannon shoots the shuttle back, so I did the wrong thing. I don't want to shoot the shuttle. Okay, I think I summoned the shuttle now. Right? I don't know. I don't know what the shuttle even looks like. So I can't tell where the shuttle is or what's going on. I'm so confused. Kevin says, how am I doing? I'm confused. That's how I'm doing. This whole game is just utter confusion. I'm not saying it's bad. Like I said, I think it's just the kind of game that, like, if you have a lot of time to kill and you want to wander around, that's what it is. The Crossroads. This is the Crossroads.
So
I can head this way and find something else. I guess. Alright. I'll see you at the crossroads. I'll see you at the crossroads. So you won't be lonely. So you won't be lonely.
La 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 la.
There you go. Here, listen to my
Who
beautiful
knows that
singing
rap?
voice.
I can't see shit.
La
over
la
here.
la
It's
la la
dark.
la la.
So I'm just gonna go back the way I can't see anything. Look. I'm gonna try to
Can
jump
someone
over
please shut
here.
up this dude?
Oh
who's being
shit!
a moron?
No! Oh, son of a bitch! And that's the end of that. Goodbye to that run. Sucked right into a fucking black hole. And now I'm in space and I'm dead. God damn it. This is a bunch of fucking shit. I'm one misstep. And this is what I don't like about this game, honestly. This game, it's too easy to just make one little mistake and fuck up. And now your whole run is fucked. I got sucked into the black hole. Now I can't do anything. I have to wait for either like the air to run out or whatever. I'm dead. There's no way I'm getting to anything from here with simply my jetpack. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna run out of gas. What is this? I don't even know what this is. What the hell is this? This looks like a space station or something. Right? How the fuck do I get in this? I don't see an entrance. What the hell is it? Right here? No. I wish I knew what I was looking at. And again, it's so dark you can't tell what anything is. Like, what is this? Fuck. Looks like it used to be something, but it's not anymore. Artificial gravity I just got. That didn't do anything. I went through the loop, it didn't do shit. Am I supposed to go this way? Maybe I'm supposed to be walking this way? Who knows what is going on? I have no idea. Nah, see, I keep losing the artificial gravity and getting tossed off. I have no idea what's happening. Alright, honest question. I wonder if someone can answer this for me. Does anyone find this enjoyable? When you're just so confused, you have no idea what's going on, no idea where to go, no guidance on anything. The controls are quite wonky and weird, and there's no actual, like, way to figure it out without looking it up. The thing is, people say this game is great, and I'm like, I can understand if you go into it with the mindset of knowing what to do, where you're going, what you're trying to do. I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going, and how am I supposed to like it? And I mean it, too. Like, how am I supposed to like this? Unless I knew what I was doing. Like, I had a guide saying, here's what you do. You go here and you can discover this. Then you go here, you discover this. I don't even know what I'm doing. I can't even stop myself from floating around this fucking thing. It seems like there's artificial gravity in this tiny spot right here. Right? Now it won't even work. Now I'm bouncing off of it. Look. Now it doesn't work anymore. What happened to the artificial gravity? What the fuck? Can I take my helmet off? There's not even a way to kill yourself. I just don't get it. Grow up. They won't let me go inside this, which is the other side of the black hole. They won't let me go back in. So literally, everyone besides maybe like 2 people is basically saying, switch to games. I don't want to see this. This game sucks. I'm serious. Now, I've played this before. I played it once. We did a Game Pass night where we tried it for like an hour. And then there was a Game Pass marathon. And I think during that marathon, we played it for about an hour. So we've got about 2 hours, roughly, of gameplay into the game. It's not like people didn't know what the game was. But people voted for it. And it won the poll by a good like 10 to 15% of the votes. Grab some salt. Gravity Cannon, Tower of Quantum Knowledge. A huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong upward gravity field. I recalled a Nomai shuttle from the Quantum Moon. A Nomai named Solanum was told to visit the Tower of Quantum Knowledge on Brittle Hollow's equator to learn one final rule before embarking on her pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. Malcolm tipped me $2, said, for the second hour, can we switch to a runner-up game? It's pretty apparent you guys are bored. Everyone's literally telling me on the stream, switch games. Everyone's trying to talk to me, and they can't because the game makes no sense, and I have to pay attention to it. So today's been incredibly slow. I'm confused. I have no idea what to do. And it seems like a flop to me. I'm just being honest from you know, your reactions and everything. It seems like no one likes this. Right? I'm not hating on the game. Like I said, I think if you are an open-minded person, okay, and you are into, all right, I bought a game for like 20, 30 bucks. I don't know what to do in it. I'm just going to I'm going to wander around the game for hours on end. I'm just going to explore every planet. I'm going to scour every little area. I'm going to try to populate this, right, with all the logs or whatever. As you can see, what it has, it actually has like little things you can do like this. See, rumor. A Nomai named Coleus mysteriously vanished from a cave at the bottom of the dry bed. So there you go. So what you're supposed to do is keep going to these question marks, right? And each question mark is a new thing to investigate. But the thing is, you only have 20 minutes. Each run is 20 minutes, and it resets. Or you die because you run out of resources, and then it resets as well. Okay? So here's what I'm going to say about the game. All right? I don't think it's actually a bad game. Okay? I just don't think it's the kind of game that you guys are ever going to like on a stream. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like, when you watch me play games, there's different kinds. You like RPGs, right? An RPG, there's a story, there's some grinding gameplay where I can interact with you guys, but then we get big story snippets. Maybe there's a boss. It's interesting. I play an action game. Oh, you get to see me take on the challenge of fighting all the enemies or whatever, right? You know, those games have, like, active stuff going on and then kind of, like, interim times when we can interact or whatever. This game is like, for me, like the way I see it, it's kind of like Subnautica, only Subnautica actually had more guidance on what to do. And Subnautica had a lot of times when basically you had to be like grind. You had to grind resources. You had to crack. And when during those times was the times when I felt it was good to interact with you guys. When I'm sitting there grinding a bunch of resources or whatever, then we can talk. You know, I don't even think there's opportunity for us to chill or talk. Like, you guys were all tagging me and trying to talk to me. I couldn't even read what you were saying because I'm in space, and if I move the wrong way, I'm going to get sucked into space and die. And I got to be reading. I can't waste any time. I only have 20 minutes. So I have to run through everything that I'm doing in a certain area real quick because in 20 minutes, the whole world ends and it resets, and I got to start over. So this game is probably terrible for streaming. I would think that this is probably really good for, again, for someone who's like to explore, and you're looking for a game where there's just a whole oodle of stuff to discover if you take your time and go across this galaxy. I think what it is each planet is a different color. See that? I think each planet ends up being a different color. But I don't actually think this is a good game for my streams. Again, a good game. By the way, I'm so happy this is on Game Pass. I'm happy I got to experience it and see exactly what it is. I actually think that personally, if this were a game, like, for example, I was playing a game offline, not streaming it, and I wanted a game to chill and relax and just have a beer or a drink, and I'm just floating around a galaxy exploring or whatever, you know, no pressure to do anything interesting. This is kind of like a relaxing game. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like this is a game that's for a streaming audience. Unless you're going to have a guide. If you're going to be guided through the game, and people are going to be like, well, go here, and here's where the interesting stuff is. Now do this, and you're going to follow around that stuff, then I can understand that this game would be an interesting game. But if you're just going to do the whole open world exploration kind of a deal, I don't think this is a good streaming game at all. I think it's kind of quite the opposite. If it didn't have that 20-minute time constraint, then that would be a little different. Because then you'd be like, oh, there's no time limit, so I don't care. We can just take our time. We can mine resources. We can explore. But since there's 20 minutes, you have a sense of urgency that every moment that you're going to play the game, you have to be paying attention to everything around you. You can't get sucked into your dock because then it resets. Oh, you got to read all the logs. Quick, you're running out of time. Move. Press the button. Do this, do that, you see? So, I'll be honest. I think the game is good, but I don't think it's good for me or my streams, all right? I would say this is again, if you're looking for something to chill, right? If you're looking for something to relax and have a good time, this is your kind of game. But it's not a game to be played as like a serious playthrough for a stream. At least for my type of stream, because I'm interactive with you guys. If I wasn't going to talk with you guys, I was going to ignore you tonight and just play the game, then maybe. But I just don't think it's the kind of game that's going to make sense for us. All right? So I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I know you guys voted for it, but I'm calling it. It's just not going to work. So thank you all for voting for it or whatever and for allowing me to at least check it out. But it's definitely not going to be something that's going to work out. By the way, is it going supernova right now? Maybe not yet. All right. The vast majority of viewers are saying it's boring. I'm telling you, it's going to be impossible for me to figure out without a guide or guidance, and that's just not what we're looking for.
If I could get down on my hands
So
and
I'm
knees
calling
and
it.
say thank you
That's
and
going to
still
be it
on
for
camera,
Outer
I would
Wilds.
do
I hope
it.
that you guys will check it out maybe yourselves, especially if you have Game Pass and you're looking for a chill style game. I think it's good. I think you should check it out. But certainly not for someone trying to entertain a live audience and interact with them. You just can't. It doesn't even allow you to do that. So,
Fun.
all right. Goodbye, Outer Wilds. Cool. I would much rather end it this way than be angry. You know, like play it all night for 2 hours and be like, wow, I'm all upset because I played it for 2 hours and no one liked it. So here's the thing. I don't really feel like we should do another game because there's not enough time. There's only like an hour to an hour and 15 minutes on the stream. That's not enough to stream a game. I guess we'll just do Q&A. What are we going to do? You want to talk till like 9:30? We got like an hour, hour and a half just to chat, I guess. And then I don't want to start something else. You know? Everyone asking for I Am Fish. Well, what we will do is we'll have I Am Fish in a poll that'll run
that money. I really do.
over
I
the
need
course
that
of this
money.
week for the next
Pay my bills.
stream. Okay? Okay. No, I'm not playing Street Fighter. See what I mean? Like, here's the problem. If I play anything else, people who wanted to see whatever else I play will be disappointed and be like, well, you didn't say you were playing that tonight. So that's not fair, right? So I feel like it doesn't really matter what I do. It's not gonna satisfy everyone. I think just Q&A is just the only thing that makes sense. You know, that way it doesn't really mess with anything else. So, all right. I don't care to Ask the King's right around the corner. Ask the King's Thursday. Those are dedicated questions you guys are gonna plan and ask me during that show. It's very different from an impromptu Q&A session. So stop bitching. Just stop bitching. There you go. That is correct, Derek. It was Crossroads from Bone Dogs and Harmony. Excuse me. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. Let's switch over everything. Give me a second here because I got to adjust a bunch of stuff now.
Thanks, Derek.
I certainly wasn't planning on doing this. All right. So let me tweet, and actually let me also change the description of the stream. If it'll let me, what's going on here? Why can't I scroll over? Oh, the scroll bar is different. You move the scroll bar. All right. I'll do
Do that. Get rid of the name of the game. Excuse me. Okay, and I'm going to tweet so everyone knows what's going on. Dead air. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put that both in a tweet and on my channel page so people know. Did it copy? What the fuck? There we go. All right. So the tweet is out, and there's a post on the channel page of the channel. Okay. All right, we'll get started. Let me just quickly explain what's going on. Especially for the YouTube viewers who have no idea what the hell's going on, right? The on-demand viewers. And then we'll go from there, okay? All right, here we go. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Impromptu Q&A for April 18, 2022. I'm on my late stream, and our idea was that now that I've YouTube mode on Forgotten Land, that what I'm going to do is alternate between Game Pass games. That every few nights, you guys will vote, and a game that wins a poll will be played on the late stream. And there was a bunch of games eligible, 5 completely different styles of games, excuse me, eligible for tonight's stream. Overwhelmingly by, like, I think it was between 10 to 15% of the vote, Outer Wilds won. Now, I've played Outer Wilds before for about an hour to 2 hours, and it's an open galaxy space exploration game where you're just going to these empty planets and you're trying to find clues on what's going on, what happened with this alien race that I guess was there before you. And then every 22 minutes, the whole galaxy goes supernova. Or if you die, basically it's like Groundhog Day where zoop, it just resets. So it's an ongoing mystery. I think the game is actually interesting. The problem is it just doesn't seem to fit the format of what I do on my streams. For example, people were tagging me here, trying to talk to me, and I couldn't talk to them because the game is timed. So I'm rushing, like, oh, I got to pay attention, you know, and I can't wait, I can't talk to anyone, you know, because I have to, 20 minutes, everything runs out. So I'm running through a base that I landed in. I'm reading all these logs and trying to rush through to do it, and I'm running out of time. And I'm like, well, I can't do this. I can't interact with my audience if every 20 minutes the game resets. Then I don't have time to do this. I think that this is a game that, like, if you're playing it yourself, it's a chill fun. But for a streamer, how are you supposed to have an interactive stream with your audience if you're timed and you're trying to rush to do everything? You see? So I don't know why overwhelmingly there were so many votes for it if people weren't interested in it, unless people were just being dickheads about it, which is maybe what it was. But it's a dud. So I only played it for about 45 minutes, and I said, well, that's that. It's still a good game. I don't think it's a bad game by any means. I just don't think it's a game that fits my style of content. So, tonight we're doing impromptu Q&A. Now, people are trolling me and typing I am fish constantly into the chat, which is great. I want to play I am fish. However, it wouldn't make sense to play it tonight. Because if I switch to I am fish right now, there's people who like I am fish who would have been here if it was I am fish on the stream, and they didn't come tonight because they didn't know I am fish was going to be played. So that wouldn't be fair to them to then miss out on an I am fish stream, and they'd probably be angry and upset that we did that. So, what we're going to do, excuse me, what we're going to do is we're going to have another poll that's going to start when I come back from my day off. Tomorrow's my day off. When I come back on Wednesday, we're going to have a new poll, and the new poll is going to be, what's the next Game Pass game? I Am Fish will definitely be in the running, but there'll be some other games too, like Serious Sam 4, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. You guys will vote, and whatever wins that vote will be the next game, okay? So, okay. And by the way, I Am Fish is definitely going to be played eventually regardless. I want to play it, so. Okay. Swaggins says, I mean, Outer Wilds worked the last time you played it, but no, actually, Swaggins, here's the thing. If you remember, last time that we played Outer Wilds, I played it twice. The first time I played it, it was during a Game Pass exploration stream, where we were only going to play each game for about 45 minutes to an hour anyway. So it was like an intro case to see what the game was, and then that was it. The next time we played it was during a Game Pass marathon event, when again, it was only going to be played for like 45 minutes to an hour anyway. So it wasn't committing to trying the game out full length. You see what I'm saying? So you say, oh, it worked? Well, did it really? It was like, okay, we know that this is going to be digestible and it's only going to be like 45 minutes to an hour, as opposed to, oh, now it's going to be a full-length playthrough, you see? So I don't actually think it works as a full-length playthrough. It's just something, if you're giving it a go and you want to see what it is, okay, cool. Once you see what it is, like, okay, it doesn't really fit anymore. You see? Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I will now open it up to open Q&A for the night. Okay? All right, let's see here what's going on here. Derek says, speaking of Ask the King, when will you send a tweet for Twitter questions? I love sending Twitter questions for the show as I'm setting up for it. And usually I start setting up for Ask the King, you know, between 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And then I'll tweet, and I'll let people post up like an hour, and then I'll pick the best tweets throughout that hour. That's when you should be on the lookout. Nathan says, I platinum Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I'm wondering, have you ever experienced a game-breaking glitch that stopped you from continuing the game? Assassin's Creed Odyssey? No. Other games? I mean, yeah, but I don't think there's ever been a playthrough where, like, the entire playthrough was ruined because of a game-breaking bug. Usually the bug is stupid, and then I get around it sometimes, right? Like, if you remember, perfect example, Dying Light 1. I'm halfway through the game, all of a sudden, all my points, my experience points are gone. I have 0 upgrades. I'm at level 1 again. Now, how the hell am I going to actually succeed in this game at level 1? Obviously, I'm not going to, right? But then what happened was the game glitched and gave me all my points only in one skill tree, the parkour skill tree. So I was able to max out parkour, and I started at level 1 at everything else. So that's what I mean. When I get bugs like that, usually they don't ruin my playthrough, but they just make the playthrough really weird or different. I don't think I've ever experienced a situation where I was playing a game and then all of a sudden a bug ruined the playthrough. I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't know. Okay. Please tag me in the chat with the question for tonight's Q&A. That's the way that I know to pay attention. Clay JT says, can we have the next poll right now? No, I don't want to do it right now. I'm going to do it on Wednesday morning during the pre-stream podcast. We'll do it live. And so the poll will run for about a day and a half. I don't want to have it going for like 100 days. Derek says, how am I enjoying all the new video game releases? Well, Lego Star Wars is relaxing fun, and it's actually a really cool way for me to go down memory lane when it comes to these Star Wars movies, because a lot of them I haven't seen in a million years, like a really long time. Admittedly, it is still kind of like the old Lego games. It doesn't feel like anything new. It's like a collectathon, right? So the collectathon is a collectathon. It's going to be chill fun. There's not really much challenge. If you die, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, there's no risk in the game. It's more like relaxing stuff. I still like it, but definitely it's for a certain kind of audience that aren't looking for any kind of a game that has a structured gameplay like a regular game where you have to actually have skill checks and pass said skill checks to continue. This game is just kind of mindless. It's been pretty slow. But it's still fun. Not gonna lie. What I like is finding all the hidden stuff and discovering it. It's kind of neat. Outside of that, there's no new releases. That's the only new release I'm playing right now. So, Haseo says, scroll up the screen. How's summer looking gaming wise? Terrible. Summer looks absolutely terrible. The other day, during my break, there's a fucking jet coming over my house right now or something. The other day during my break, I updated the game release schedule. Okay?
Miserable. Just miserable.
Holy Christ, did you hear that? That's the loudest thing I've ever heard fly over my house. I didn't see nothing. By the time I got up, it was already over. What the fuck? It was so loud. Jesus. All right. Anyway. So, the other night I had a chance. I actually did update the game release schedule. You're talking about the summer, right? Well, summertime is typically June, July, August. In June, we got Mario Strikers Battle League, The Quarry, the Capcom Fighting Collection, and Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, which is a Musou-style Fire Emblem game, and Cuphead The Delicious Last Course. That's all in June. In July, there are 0 releases. I'm not kidding, none. In August, we've got 2 Point Campus and Saints Row, and that's it. That's all that we know right now. There's been completely completely fucking empty schedule. Completely empty schedule. So without knowing what's coming up in the summer, I can't comment on it. What we need to do is we need to have these digital events happen, which they're probably going to happen sooner rather than later. We're going to have these digital events that are going to explain what's going on with game releases. And since there's no E3 this year, they're probably going to happen whenever. You might have one with May, June, and then we're going to start getting release dates. But right now, there's nothing going on right now in that regard. You don't even know what's happening. So, what's up, Yoshino Lover? He says he's just coming by to stop by tonight, and he's wondering how I'm liking the new intelligence build in Elden Ring. For those who didn't see Elden Ring from earlier today, I was doing one of the NPC quest lines for an NPC called Gold Mask, and in order to do it, you had to actually have an intelligence build to cast this certain incantation. So I respect my guy to have 71 intelligence. Previously, he had like 0 or like 5 or something. So now I have an intelligence build, and I'm using a dual-wielding intelligence
that
great
money.
sword.
I really do. I need that money.
Which are neat,
pay my
but at the
bills.
same time, they're not as powerful as the weapons I was using previously. They're still kind of neat. I killed a boss with them today. I killed that probably the hardest in the game in the final area. I thought it was fun to use them, but I don't know if I'm going to use them for the whole game. I'm probably going to end up going back to my other build at some point. So, but anyway, yeah, intelligence build seems interesting. My problem is I can't use sorceries because I would have to take a fucking staff and level it up, right? Just like you need a what do you call it? What's the item you have to hold to do incantations? Now I can't remember what it's called. But I have to use a staff, same thing with sorceries, and level it up. And I didn't do that yet. I could, and I have a ton of sorcery spells, but I just haven't messed with it yet. The Ziggy Piggy is here. Okay. Okay. Would I be interested in playing any games like Civ 6? I don't know much about it, honestly. I don't know much about the Civ series. I haven't really played it. I don't, I assume it's one of those real-time strategy games where you probably build your own city or your own civilization with different things, resources that you need to have them to work, but then you probably have to build an army and try to take over other armies. I don't know. I've never played a Civ game before. I used to play real-time strategy games. I played games like Age of Empires and stuff like that, but that was ages ago. I think the last real-time strategy game that I played was, StarCraft 2? Something crazy like that. So, and by the way, I hate to say it, I don't really think that those are the kind of games that, are good for streaming. I think that those are kind of boring. Single-player kind of deal, but I don't think that's the kind of game that's going to get a lot of people excited on a stream. Okay.
Oh no, you
Kurt Russell says,
motherfucking.
you think with the slow release schedule you start playing WWE by the summer? I'm playing it as soon as possible. As soon as I either finish Lego or Elden Ring, WWE 2K22 is the next game on my agenda. I've said that many times, in fact, over the last week.
You motherfucker.
My nose is
you are fucked.
Paseo says, if the summer doesn't improve, like do a retro gameplay, like I mentioned. Yes, and I think it's kind of like a lock at this point. I think it's kind of a lock where I am going to end up playing retro stuff this summer. It'll be night streams. It'll be alternated with all the other stuff I'm doing, but I'll only do one at a time. Like, I can't possibly play Chrono Trigger, Link to the Past, and Super Mario World all at once. That's just never going to work. I have to take them one at a time and balance them with other things. Oh, my nose is bothering me. Sorry, my allergies are acting up right now. No, not Chrono Cross Remastered. That's not a classic. I never played it for me. For me, Chrono Trigger is a classic. That's what I want to play. Stuff from my childhood. What will replace Outer Wilds in the next poll? YouTuber's life, is it eligible? It could be. Like, likely we're going to have the same games, and then we'll have something to replace Outer Wilds. And what would it be? I mean, eligible right now, I'm thinking, yeah, it could be YouTuber's life. I'm trying to think the games that weren't in there. Quake wasn't in there. YouTuber's life wasn't in there. Sniper Elite 4 wasn't in there, but we already tried Sniper Elite 4 as a mainstream, and you guys didn't like it. You were of the impression it was too boring. So we never played it.
If I could get down on my hands and knees
There's
and
another
say thank
one,
you and
too.
still be
Was
on
it Dead
camera,
Cells? I think it was
would do
Dead
it.
Cells. I think those were the options. Yeah. Crusader Kings 3, I've never heard of it. Would Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining
none of
Pearl be
anyone's
good to start up
business.
in the summer? No. No, Derek, because we finished a Pokemon game this year, and there's already another new Pokemon game coming out later this year. Right? The new one, the actual new one. I think that remake is going to be unplayed. I don't see how I'm going to have time to ever do it. Honestly. My nose is really bothering me, man. My allergies were fine. All of a sudden, now they're bothering me tonight. I hate my job. Any chance for 3DS streams? I mean, I don't even know if my 3DS works. Currently, I don't even know where my 3DS is. It's somewhere, but I haven't played anything on 3DS in so many years. Maybe it's in my bin. I have a bin over here of all kinds of accessories. I have no idea where it is or if it works. I'm not really too keen on doing 3DS stuff. Derek, I did not forget MLB The Show 22. It was a game that was a possibility. We talked about it over the course of the last couple of weeks. At this point, people didn't seem too interested. I think that could be something that we'll put into the rotation eventually, but I'm not really too concerned about it right now. Being that it's Game Pass, there's no real rush anyway. If you voted for Outer Worlds, you really voted for a game that's not even here because it doesn't exist. Outer Worlds is a different game. It's not Outer Wilds. Outer Worlds is a different game altogether. There's a full playthrough of Outer Worlds right here on PSP Gaming you can watch from many years ago. There you go. Nathan Smith says, what about Batman Arkham Asylum? Another possibility. I have that. I bought the collection many years ago. It was the Batman... I think no, it's the first two. It's Arkham Asylum and Arkham City collection.
Does that sound like...
And I have it. I can play it whenever I want. I just never really got around to
that
it.
at all.
I don't know if I would play the Walking Dead Telltale games, Jade. Those are the kind of games you play them once and you know the story. Not really a reason to go back and play them again. Like, I still remember a lot of the story elements
What do
of
I
the original Walking Dead game from Telltale. I don't know if I would go back and play it again. Sales says, will Skyrim be finished by mid to late summer? I have no idea. How can I judge? I don't know how long the DLCs are. I don't remember. I don't know how long it's going to take us to do everything in the game, so I can't answer that question. No, I'm not playing Halo. No, we're not doing that. Yes, Kaito Files, DLC for Judgment is also a possibility. All these things are a possibility. Why no Hollow Knight? Listen, Stealth of Shadows. What are you talking about? Whoever said I'm not playing? I refuse to play Hollow Knight. When did that happen? Just because specifically a game wasn't brought up doesn't mean that I said I refuse to play it. Like, what are you talking about? If there's ever enough demand for games like this, I will play them.
Stop this! Why am I toxic?
I'm interested in Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, I've already said as much that I'm interested in it. Where did I get the Street Fighter action figure? This thing? This deformed, flattened, pancake-style Blanca? I got from a fan. A viewer sent this to me and said, put this in your display behind you. It's so ugly. And man, is it ugly. Look at that.
Business related, I still have it.
Pancake, look. It's like Blanca squatting to take a shit. And look, it's completely flat. Something inside of it rattling around. Very nice. It's a super bootleg. That's right, bootleg Blanca. Get it back in there now. Okay, how exciting. Would I recommend buying a PS5 in 2022? If you're buying it for exclusives, no. If you're buying it to have a next gen, or I guess I should at this point say current gen console, to get the best graphical experience out of cross-gen games or cross-platform games, then yes. Like, since I started playing on PS5 and Xbox Series X, I think that the graphics have dramatically improved from last gen. You're finally getting what was promised last gen, 1080p, and for the most part, in most games, 60 frames per second, which is how it should have been last gen, and they promised the world and couldn't deliver on it. You're finally getting it with these current gen consoles. If that's what you're looking for, better loading, right? Faster loading, better loading, and better graphics in general, the consoles have nailed that. Original games exclusives haven't nailed it at all. In fact, failing, I feel. I feel like the exclusives are sad and in a lot of ways very disappointing that have been on the consoles, with a few exceptions. But for the most part, I don't know if I could tell you there's a system seller for either console. You know what I'm saying? There's no killer app or system seller. No, Jim the Frog, I do not want to go through that crate of accessories over there. It's a ton of controllers, headsets from over the years. I don't really want to go through that and fuck with all the wires unless I absolutely have to. That'd be a bad idea. What am I doing for the day off? What I usually do. Grocery shopping, pet supply shopping, getting some food with my wife. Nothing special. We don't have like much or any money right now. Like everything I have is minimal amount just for my day off. So, you know, can't really do much. Expand Dongs says, when you really think about it, Xbox Game Pass is the console seller. In a lot of ways, I think you're right. I feel like if you had a choice between doing PS5 or Xbox Series X, and there's no specific game on either console that you want, you might get a Series X just for Game Pass because it's the better value. You're getting new games, you're getting relatively new games, and you're getting retro games all played on that console for a monthly fee, and it's insane and outstanding amount of value. As opposed to this new PlayStation Plus, well, you'll get some games that are retro, you'll get some games that can only be streamed, you'll never get a new game. They're not ever offering new games with their program, you see? It's inferior. So I do actually feel that Game Pass is maybe the reason why some people would lean one way towards the other way. Fish Gang Puck. You mean like Wolfgang Puck, but his name's Fish. Tipped $7, says, I'm bad at adapting on the fly and doing my job, so here's some money. So you're rewarding me for being bad at my job? I guess I should actually do even worse then. Hold on. Here, since I'm so bad at my job, but you're rewarding me for doing it, I'm going to go blow my nose. Because my nose is actually legitimately bothering me with my allergies tonight. So I'm going to go blow my nose live on stream because you're rewarding me for being a bad streamer. Okay, I'll be right back. I guess you thought I was kidding. I wasn't kidding at all. My nose was bothering me. Okay. Redemption Game says, wish people would give more chances to games like Lego. Elden Ring sucked people's judgments about other games. No, what happened was, all right, if you take a look at the last 2 months, typically early year is not super hype for games. You have a few games here and there that are kind of interesting, but they're not really blockbusters. And then when you start heading into E3 time, then all the big games get announced and then hype starts. This year, because of COVID, everything got fucked up. And all the hype games all got released within like a 1 month period. Like, name another year when you would get Pokemon Legends Arceus, Sifu, Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West, and Elden Ring within a 3-week period. Name one year where you'd ever hear. That's like unheard of. What are you, crazy? That's more busy than the hardcore gaming season of the fall. Why? But it happened. It literally happened. Now, what ended up happening? Okay? What ended up happening was you get a situation where basically, hold on a second. You get a situation where basically one game,
I don't care,
became incredibly over the top, mainstream popular, right? and it was Elden Ring. It was absolutely positive. Elden Ring blew everything else away because it was accessible, right? And because it was accessible, which I mean, I actually have a mixed opinion on that, and I'm going to tell you about it when I formally review the game after I beat it in about a week and a half here, because we're getting close to the end.
Miserable.
But anyway, these games, these FromSoft games, had always traditionally been games that people look from the sidelines. So, oh, it looks good, looks really cool. Man, that boss looks really cool, and the music is awesome. But man, I'll never be able to play that game. I just can't. It's too hard, you know. And for the first time ever, all these people felt that now they were going to be included for the first time ever. So the game exploded virally all over the internet, social media, the press. Everyone wanted to play this game. People are still talking about it. Like, unprecedented amount of craziness for this game. 2 months after, people are still hype as fuck for this game. Okay? And what ended up happening was, it exploded to the point where now, anything else that came out in the last 2 months was completely overlooked or overwhelmed, right? It's stupid, in my opinion, but it happens sometimes, okay? What is unfortunate is that I do feel that there's a bunch of great games that have come out in the last few months that maybe they had some shortcomings or room for improvement. They're still great games. Horizon Forbidden West is a beautiful, intricately designed game. There is some problems with the gameplay repetition and the like, but for the most part, the game is fun, it's interesting, it's gorgeous, okay? Ghostwire Tokyo is a game completely different from other games that I've played in the last few years. It's an interesting premise, it's got gorgeous graphics, it's got interesting gameplay mechanics. Is it a little bit on the repetitive side? Yes, because the problem that we're seeing is that so many of these games are open world that the game focuses more on open world than quality of the content in the open world, okay? Yes, even Elden Ring is guilty of this, okay? But what ends up happening is, if you have 10 open world games that have all come out in the last 2 months, one of them is the one everyone's talking about in hype in social media. That's the one that everyone talks about, and everything else gets shoved under the rug. And that's what happened. So take a look at a game such as Lego Star Wars. It's the best Lego game I think they've even made. Seriously, I mean that. It has insane amounts of content. It's got great gameplay elements. It's a fun collectathon for all ages, but has levels of challenge for people who actually want to challenge themselves to get more in the game. It retells the Star Wars saga. I really like Star Wars, so it's retelling the Star Wars saga, right? It's a fun Lego saga. It has a lot of positives. But no, talk about it for 5 minutes and back to Elden Ring. And that's just what's happening right now. It's not going to be forever. You know what I mean? It's not going to be forever. We're a situation where it will die out eventually. What happened is the game is so long that people are still playing it and not beating it yet, right? There's people like me. I'm trying to do everything in the game. I'm over 100 hours now. I'm finally coming to the end. Give it like 1 more month. And once we get to the end of this final month, okay, what'll happen is finally everyone will kind of beat it and say, okay, Elden Ring's done. What we really need is we need another big AAA release to come out that's going to be like as hype as Elden Ring. And right now, I think the one game this year is maybe God of War, Ragnarok. Outside of that, I don't know what else there is that would kind of be that kind of hype. Because right now, you're looking at the release schedule for the next 3 months. You're like, there's nothing big coming out. There's stuff coming out, but it's nothing giant, you know. But I definitely think Elden Ring's hype is going to die out soon. Probably, like I said, within the next month. And then maybe you'll have people finally giving chances to other games. So before we continue, because there's another shout out to do for a tip. Some people are joining the stream late and they're wondering what's going on. Like they showed up within the last few minutes and they're like, oh, what happened to Outer Wilds? We played it for 45 minutes. The entire stream chat complained the game was incredibly boring, besides maybe 2 people. I like the game, but I feel that Outer Wilds is a game for someone who's playing it themselves offline, because the game itself forces you to concentrate on it because you're timed. And if you don't do enough within 20 minutes, the whole game resets. You got to start it over, what you were doing. So here I was playing it, and I couldn't interact with my audience. Everyone here was tagging me, wanted to talk. We couldn't have a chill stream because I had to focus on the game, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was lost, and everyone was like, this sucks, do something else. So I said, all right, fine. It is what it is. I like the game. I personally feel like that's the kind of game that if it wasn't for a streaming audience, I would sit here and play it for myself to relax. I'd have a beer or a drink, and I would play the game and have a good time with it, exploring. It's not for a streaming audience because I can't even interact with my audience when I'm playing it. So, yeah, Slayer, I hear you. He says, I find it weird people heavily voted for it, and then this happened. Could be troll votes. Who knows? They did. You're right. It won the poll. It was like 30% of the votes. for Outer Wilds, and then everyone complains it sucks. Okay, so an anonymous tipper tipped $1.50 and says, do you have any interest in the upcoming Sonic Origin collection? It's going to come with Sonic 1, 2, 3, Knuckles, and Sonic CD. It could be a retro playthrough. Yes. Now, the thing is, I think I've recently played Sonic 1 and 2 on the Genesis Mini, right? I'm pretty sure I did. So likely I would have to start with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and then I would also play Sonic CD. I would consider that. Yes. That sounds good to me. I don't know anything about the collection. I didn't even know about it until you just said it. But if there's a collection like that, yeah, that would be cool. Kevin Goldman, you're right. Maybe. He says, that said, I actually like the game. I voted to see it. Maybe it's offline video on demand fans that like it more. I don't know. But right, people were actively sitting here saying, Phil, we want to talk to you. They were tagging me, and I couldn't answer because I literally, I only have 20 minutes, guys. I have to read a bunch of logs before the fucking thing resets, so I can't pay attention to anything you're saying. I have to sit here and read these logs, and people didn't like that. So, Derek says, what games is Cat playing?
Just
right now,
she
just told me today that she thinks she wants to go back to Skyrim again. She'd been playing Skyrim all January, just like me. And then we put it on hiatus because in February, that's when Horizon came out. And she started playing Horizon Forbidden West and played that for a while. And then basically didn't really play anything for a bit. She's been too busy. And now she says she thinks she wants to go back to Skyrim again. So, there you go. Yoshino Lover says, I'm enjoying your Elden Ring playthrough a lot, but I do enjoy watching everything you're playing. Even if I'm not interested in the particular game, I come by to chill with you. And I appreciate that. I think a lot of people get exposure to different kinds of games by doing that. It's not just about watching the game you know you like, but maybe giving other games a shot too. That's one of the cool things about being a variety streamer, for sure. Oh, excuse me. Jade, as I've said before, I would definitely consider playing the classic Uncharted at some point. It's been a long time. I can't even tell you the last time I played the Uncharted 1, 2, or 3. Like, it's been a million years, so I would consider doing that in the future. Slayer says, I agree. Maybe try doing members-only polls for some of these games so it's more credible and it won't be voted on heavily by trolls. Perhaps that would make sense. Members need some more perks for sure. It's very hard for me to convince people to become members these days. And maybe if I could say, hey, you're going to have exclusive control over certain Game Pass nights, maybe that would make sense. We'll see. I'm going to make the next poll on Wednesday when I come back from my break during the pre-stream podcast. So I'll decide how I want to do it. Monica says, did I ever play Detroit Become Human? Top 5 favorite games of all time. It's an amazing story with tons of different and meaningful endings. Yes, I played it as a new release, and I played it again a second time to go through and pick all different alternate choices and endings. So, yes, I really liked the game. I think it's a great game. Aseo says, I'm the same like Yoshino Lover. I just come by to chill and relax with you and chat. It doesn't really matter what game I'm playing. A lot of people are of that mindset. They just want to come by and relax with me no matter what's going on around here. And they're cool with that. Guys, if you're having a good time Q&A tonight, and again, I apologize that Outer Wilds was a flop, please like the stream. We're around 55 likes and climbing, but we have way over 200 viewers. We actually have more viewers than I usually have on a late stream. So it'd be great if you could like the stream for engagement purposes. And of course, if you can support the stream in any way, I would appreciate it. Tips would be preferred. Right now we have $13 in tips.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Probably like the fifth stream where I'm not even hitting the tier 1 tips goal, which is terrible. It's not a good pattern. It's not a good precedent. It would be great to get some more support tonight. So thank you in advance to anyone who supports in any way. Why would I have a thought on Final Fantasy XIV's expansion when I've never played Final Fantasy XIV? Can I play Blood Omen 1? No, I don't know what that is. So no, I can't play it. Okay. Waiting for more questions. Malcolm says another $1.50 says members only Game Pass poll is the way to go. This way trolls can't ruin it and give an incentive to become a guild member. A guild member? We don't call it a guild. That would be interesting if I called it Join the Guild. Join the guild today! Hit the guild members goal. The Dark Side the Phil Guild. Join the Phil Guild tonight and get these exclusive membership options. Number 1, drink from my chalice. No, ridiculous. The Phil Guild. Anyway, no, there's no Phil Guild. That's kind of silly. But thank you for the suggestion. Maybe I will do that on Wednesday. Maybe we will to ensure there's no trolling. Ponage 101, good evening. You just hit me $7. Thank you, Ponage. You've tied the top tip of the night, and I appreciate that. That gets us up to $21 in total tips. Okay. Remember when I used to go through the day one DLC for certain games to see what they would nickel and dime you for, says Hiseo? Yes, I remember. Sometimes a new release would come out, and I say, let's look at what DLC is available, and we'd look at me like, Dead or Alive is the worst. Dead or Alive is the one that has like 400 outfits day one. But I haven't played a Dead or Alive game in 100 years. Will I consider finishing Oblivion? No, I would consider restarting Oblivion. I'm not going to resume that playthrough from like 8 years ago. I'm just going to start over. A fresh one on the Xbox Series X. Better graphics and everything. It would be perfect. What's hilarious is this idiot just says I'm only answering people who are tipping. I'm talking to people who haven't even contributed at all tonight. What are you talking about? Hiseo hasn't contributed at all. Derek hasn't contributed at all. Kevin Goldman hasn't contributed at all. And it's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm having fun just talking with people who are being positive. That's the difference. Someone who's positive versus someone who's a negative dick. So I answer the positive person. Oh, he's only answering people who contribute. You fucking idiot. Dunce. Oh, let's see here. Nah, Monica, I'm not going to mess with Dante's Inferno. Dante's Inferno didn't work way back in the day on YouTube, and it probably wouldn't work now, so there's no point in even trying again. Plus, I'm not interested in it. It's an old school clone of God of War. It's not even that great. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. So. Jade, I've never played the Shadow the Hedgehog game, so I couldn't say I'm a fan. I've only played Shadow in Sonic 06. That's it. Oh, Slayer, I don't know anything about Project Eve. He said, what are my thoughts on Project Eve, which was released last year from Korean studio? I never played it. I don't know anything about it. Nope. Dark Side King asked, did I play a lot of Mortal Kombat back in the day, like I did Street Fighter? What were your thoughts on early MK games? The early MK games ended up actually at one point being more popular than Street Fighter, but their popularity was very fleeting. And what I mean by that is Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 only spanned about a 3-year time period, if I'm remembering correctly, and then Ultimate MK3 probably pushed it to like maybe 4 years. And I would say that in my local arcade, you had people who play Street Fighter, people who play Mortal Kombat, people who played both, but there were definitely distinctly people who only liked one or the other. I did play both. I liked playing both because it gave me a variety of stuff to do, rather than only playing the same games over and over. And a lot of people like Mortal Kombat just for the gore, even though the gore was so silly. The thing is, when you watch Mortal Kombat the first time, you're like, oh, it's gore, look at that, fatality. And when you've seen it the 10th time, the 20th time, the 100th time, you're desensitized to it. You don't care about it anymore. You play Mortal Kombat, you don't even see the gore anymore, right? Like, it's not a big deal. The thing was with Mortal Kombat, I just don't feel like it was as well designed to be competitive like Street Fighter. For example, Mortal Kombat 1 is an insanely unbalanced game where like two characters dominate. Mortal Kombat 2 is even worse. Mileena and Jax. Like Mortal Kombat 2 is Mileena versus Jax. That's the whole game. No one else in the game actually can play on their level. It's a game of two characters. That's the whole fucking game. Sad, but that's just how it was. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 added some interesting things like a run button that kind of made it feel more fast-paced and more similar to Street Fighter, but at the same time, still, it didn't really hold a candle competitively. They were good games. I enjoyed playing them, but I never, for example, I never entered a Mortal Kombat tournament. I wouldn't even care. I would much rather play Street Fighter. See? He didn't die. Derek says, I really used to love your release day unboxing videos. What were some of your favorites? Oh, man. Yeah, you know, that's hard to say. I have to think about some of the collector's editions and things I've done over the years. I would definitely say one of the better ones from early on was Fallout New Vegas. which you opened it up, and not only did you have a deck of cards, you had that cool, it was the chip, the poker chip or the casino chip, and that's actually a critical part of the story of the game. That was really cool that it came with that, and then you have cards of all the different characters in the game, a whole deck of playing cards, right? Pretty neat. But I'm trying to think what else. Like, dude, do you guys remember? You probably will not remember this. The Afro Samurai game. And you open it up, and there's an advertisement and a coupon for Church's Fried Chicken on the inside. Just think about this. Have you ever bought a video game, opened it, and had an advertisement for any kind of fast food on the inside, let alone a coupon? And what were the chances they decided to do a tie-in with fried chicken inside of a game called Afro Samurai? The balls on those motherfuckers. The balls. That would never happen today. Today, if they did that shit, people would be like, that's the most racist thing we've ever seen.
They
but
said,
this was
Phil,
over
you know,
a
we
decade
contribute
ago.
to you, but it always seems
That
like
was
it's a
remarkable.
black hole.
Because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute, you're always still having problems. You're always still in debt, and nothing's getting Those
better.
are just some of the ones that come
I
to
agree
mind
with you.
off the top of my head. So. You're right, I did react to that during my retrospective.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
No, I'm not going back to Kirby. I beat it.
It's
I beat
Kevin's
it. I
fault.
didn't beat the final extra over the top difficult boss, but there's no reward for beating it, and there's no extra ending. I saw the whole game. There's no reason to ever go back to it. That was February 4, 2009, says Derek. Yeah, a long time ago. What was it, 14, 13 years ago? 13 years ago. Final Fantasy 15 had ramen? No, it didn't. Did it? Was there a collector's edition that had ramen? I don't know. I didn't
Thanks,
get a collector's
Derek.
edition of
I
that.
appreciate that.
What are my hopes and expectations for Alan Wake 2? I wanted to still have the kind of mystery element and suspense element that the first game had, but I would prefer more horror too. Like, I feel like the first game started off creepy when you didn't know what was going on. Then as the more of the plot you understood, it got less creepy by the end, and then by the end they were literally just trying to throw enemies at you like crazy amounts, right? But I would like it to be more scary. I would like it to be a lot more scary. There you go. I've never seen a Church's Chicken in real life. No, I've never seen one. Carrie, here's the deal. Carrie is asking, is it okay to use meme names like Baxter, Carlos, Bernstein, etc., as long as it's not doing malicious trolling? The problem is, when one person does it, then another person who's a very boring person copies and copies, and the next thing you know, you've got 20, 30 of these fucking accounts in the chat, and everyone is one of these dumb memes. I don't even know what Baxter is. I have no idea what that meme is. I don't get it. Baxter? Who was Baxter? I don't even remember a Baxter from the stream chat. Somehow it becomes a meme people want to copy, I guess. So that's the thing. If you, oh, okay, there's 2 of them in chat, big deal. Oh, wait, now there's 12, now there's 20, now there's 40. It's like the ants in my fucking house downstairs. If you let 2 in and you don't do anything about it, all of a sudden you get double exponential growth. So that's why I don't like having the whole chat be derailed by dumb shit like that. When will there be another Feasting with the King? Likely whenever we decide to do another marathon. I have no idea when that will be. Baxter is a racist meme? I don't know anything about it. Is that where it comes from? Clyde
Couldn't do
Baxter? It
anything.
comes
See,
from
I can't do
MC.
anything on
I don't even know
reaction.
that that's
It's
what it
garbage.
is. I don't know where these memes come from. 90% of the time, I have nothing to do with them. I don't know. I don't care about them. I don't care about the memes. I just don't. I'm not here to meme with you guys all day. I'm here to have fun with games and chill. Do I remember Samson from Dragon Age? No. Doesn't ring a bell. Would I replay any of the Little Big Planet games? I don't know. On a whim, maybe someday. But do you guys really want to see me replay them? I didn't even play the latest one.
You're going to be treated
Remember,
like
it
an
was a
asshole.
launch
You're going
title
to be
for
shown the door.
PS5, and I thought it was way over expensive to be like a launch title for like $60. And so you guys said, "Well, just wait." Well, I waited. It's now a year and a half later. The game's like real cheap. You get it for like $20, and still no one wants it. So why would I play the classics if no one even wants the modern? You know? Project
I'm a
Eve
pussy.
is an action-style game with graphics like Nier Automata. It's still in development. Oh, so it's not out yet. Gotcha. An anonymous tipper to me, $2.50, saying, why don't members have exclusivity benefits for polls and such? That seems like a given if you're expecting people to join up for the 400 goal. They do. Like, for example, when we do things that are special events, and here I'll give you an example. We've done Viewer's Choice in the past. And when we have Viewer's Choice, the members themselves get to nominate a game for the final poll. They skip the whole
here we go. Now
preliminary
he's talking about
nominations
WWE
process
champions.
and having to
He's a
go
piece of
through
shit.
competing with everybody else.
You
They get
piece
to
of
nominate their
donkey
own
shit.
members'
How
game
about this?
for the final poll.
How about this?
We've done that
WWE
similarly with,
champions.
what was the other thing we
All
did it
right.
with? We did it with two different
WWE
things, two different
champions
styles of polls. We
lives
did that. We gave
rent-free
the members
in your
exclusive
motherfucking
rights.
head.
For
I
Ask the
don't
King
think
coming up
about
this
WWE
Thursday,
champions.
members are posting
You
up an
do.
exclusive poll.
You
or excuse me,
probably
exclusive
know way
thread
more
right
about
now,
the fucking game than I ever
and those
will,
questions have
'cause
priority
you're
to
an
be answered
idiot.
on the show,
You're
and
an
likely most
obsessed
of them will get answered on the
loser.
show. We already have that in place. It's just that this was the first time we were doing anything here with Game Pass stuff like this. Is a new idea to put into the rotation, and it didn't occur to me to do anything with members like that. We could maybe try it for later this week. We'll see. Derek is asking, am I looking forward to the Isle of Big Snacks DLC in Bug Snacks? Yes and no. Yes, because anything new Bug Snacks will be neat. No, sadly, because it's only 3 hours long. So it's going to be fleeting. It's going to be like, oh, I got to play Bug Snacks again. I boot it up, we catch a bunch of new Bug Snacks, and it's over. That's like, shit. Damn, I wish that there was like actually a lengthy campaign being added. It's not. It's just a little snippet of extra content. So it is a little disappointing in that regard. Donnie, no, people like Sherry and Brandon are not legitimate. Are okay. Sherry, I don't even know who that is. I don't think Sherry is trying to legitimately apply for moderator. Okay, I don't know. I don't think so. Personally,
following the game,
I'm
following
not
the fun
accepting
gameplay,
any
chilling and
applications for
relaxing with
moderator.
me.
Like, I'm not looking for one. If you haven't noticed, no new moderators has been added. So it's funny that people are like, "Oh, I'm interested in being a moderator." That's great. And I'm not doing anything with that. It is. It's very weird. But I don't know. I don't have any thoughts on VR gaming because I haven't done VR gaming since the launch of the PS VR, and I have no desire to do it. If I do VR gaming, number one, it's uncomfortable still on my neck. It creates sweat inside the thing. Some games make me feel sick. And number two, I can't interact with my audience, so why would I want to do VR gaming? There's no VR gaming killer apps either. Seems like they're all perfectly missable games. I already played the Stanley Parable game, Derp General. I played it when it was a new release many years ago on PC. Played the full game. I really liked it, by the way. I thought it was a really well-written, interesting, unique style game, but I've already played it. Been there, done that. I know it's being re-released, but I've already done it. Darkside King says, do I ever feel sad looking back at nostalgic old times, even if your life is better now? No. Why would I feel sad? Re-experiencing the past, it's neat. Because you get to see where you've been, you get to see how you've changed, and you get to have perspective on things. The only reason that you would be sad is if there's something that's like horribly missing,
and that's
or maybe
it,
like
because
now
you're
your
just
life
gonna waste our time
isn't
again.
as good as it was back then. That's not the case for me. So why would I ever feel sad about the past? And absolutely not. Nope. Monica, I have played Naruto games before. I have. Go search for Naruto on my channel. In my playlist, you'll find like 2 or 3 of them. Jay says he played Mortal Kombat Deception all the way up to 11. I played Mortal Kombat 1 through 4. 4 was absolutely terrible, and I stopped playing Mortal Kombat during 4. And I didn't start playing Mortal Kombat again until Mortal Kombat 9. I missed all those interim games in the 2000s. Of course I'm looking forward to the Plague Tale sequel. I say, oh, why wouldn't I be? The first one was great. It was a shockingly good game that year. Why wouldn't I be interested in the sequel? Come on now. Come on. Come on. Cruise those back roads that I missed the super chat? Oh, I didn't even see it. Cruise the back roads to the super chat and says, one-time chance $100 Wings Rabbit video review now. The video is over 2 hours long. How the fuck would we do that now? What are you talking about? Jeez, some people. However, what if I have something that I can reveal to you guys right now? Something interesting. Cruise those back roads, CTV. What if I have something I can reveal to you guys right now? Something special, something interesting. You'll never expect it. You want to? You want to hear it? You ready? There's a warrant for my arrest? No, that's not.
I don't care.
You ready? Exclusive. Wow, my nose is bothering me again. These fucking allergies are pissing me off. Oh, I gotta grab a tissue again. I seriously do. But then I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do a special reveal. Okay, hold on. Let me get a tissue. Fuck, it's annoying. Hate allergies. Oh. Oh, okay. There. All right. Let's just say, I recently had a conversation, okay? And that the last line of the conversation that someone said to me was the following, all right? You ready? Now let's see if you can figure out who I was conversing with by this line. It was the last line of the conversation. Ready? You ready for this, okay? So the last line of the conversation was this, word for word. Go for it. Make that money. By the way, thank you, Chipe, for $1.69 tip. He says, come on. Thank you, Chipe. So who do you guys think that was in that conversation who said that? Some people are saying LTG. LTG? Does LTG say that? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that LTG says that. It was LTG? Oh, it was LTG. Okay. Interesting. Snort, snort. It was LTG all along. No, it wasn't LTG. It wasn't. I thought you guys would know. No, actually, so what have we been talking about recently? What have you guys brought up on my streams recently, right? You guys have said to me that you would be interested if I did watch that Down the Rabbit Hole video for Wings of Redemption. You said to me, Phil, this would be something we'd like to see your live commentary on and react to it because we talk about Wings in your chat all the time. And this would be a way for you to get, kind of exposure to the history of Wings of Redemption and understand the memes and everything, right? Because I don't even get them.
Pretty slow.
9 times out of 10,
lie.
you guys come in this chat and you repeat the memes and everything. All right? And I don't even understand what you're saying. I don't get it. All right? I just don't understand it. So I went to the source.
What do I do?
I went to the man himself. And I asked him if it would be all right if I did that because I don't want to do something that he would feel would be harmful to him. You know what I'm saying? And he said,
What do I do?
go for it, make that money. I don't know what that means because all I wanted to do was do like reaction to his Down the Rabbit Hole video. I wasn't going into a money-making venture over this. This is just something interesting to do, something different. But he actually gave me
I don't care.
the permission to do it. He says, yes, I can do it. So essentially, all I got to do is confirm with Frederick Knudsen that he would let me do it. I don't think he's going to have an issue. He's going to let me do it on my own. Why wouldn't he let me do it on Wings, right? And essentially, then I have permission there's nothing to make it not happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing to hold it back. You see? So there you go. I got another super chat from the same guy saying, do it right now. I literally just said I can't do it right now. It's over a 2-hour video. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? If I do it, I have to hype it up and get as many people as watching. Okay, here's the thing. Can I be honest with you? All right, for me, this is not a hype event. This is just something different to do to break up the content. This is not something special or hype to me at all. Like, what's the big deal about doing this? Why would this be a big deal? Seriously. I don't understand why this would be a big deal at all. Why did I hype it up? I didn't hype it up. When did I hype anything? I didn't even say we were doing it.
What?
What are you talking about? Oh my God. I just don't understand it. Like, I don't understand why people think that this would be like something interesting to me. I just don't, maybe because I'm 40 years old. You know what I mean? I'm 40 years old and I don't really care about this kind of stuff, I don't know. Protrusion Zone says, I think millions of people watched it because it was interesting. You should embrace that.
What do I do?
Hiseo says, do you think if KO Gaming was successful, your content would be different today? Well, let's be honest here. It was successful. The channel was absolutely successful. And if I'd stayed with it, it would still be successful to this day. The problem was YouTube fucked it up and demonetized it. That's why I stopped. What's the point of putting so much time and effort into KO Gaming if I'm going to not be able to make a business out of it because they're basically ripping me off, right? All right, Derek, you have a good night. Thanks for chilling with me tonight. Sounds good. Thanks, Derek. I appreciate that. Okay. So anyway, yeah, basically I got Wings is okay with me watching the video. I guess it would be a matter now of making sure that, like I said, like Frederick Knudsen would be okay with it. And as long as both parties are okay with it, it's something that we could do as an event. I don't know when we would do it or why we would do it. Quite frankly, to me, it's kind of like it would be more of an oddity, like just kind of doing it and seeing what it's all about. You know? I don't know. See, Eternal says this is a membership thing. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Because you guys came up with this. I didn't even think about that. I thought you guys would be gung-ho. Like, dead on wanting to see me do the Down the Rabbit Hole video again about me. You know? That's a video that when it came out, that guy blew up in popularity when he made it. 6 million views on the video. That's insane. That's tremendous popularity on a video like that. You know? And it wasn't even a dramatic video. That's the other thing. When you watch that video, it's really not dramatic. It's not like these assholes who are coming out and spinning things in a really toxic way or lying. I think that's kind of why I'm surprised it did as well as it did. 6 million views on basically a video that's just kind of like facts. With a few, like I said, if I were to watch that video, I could definitely correct a few things. And I could definitely add a lot. The whole Street Fighter segment, oh man, can I elaborate on that in a way better way? Because he's doing it from an outsider's perspective and not understanding what was actually going on. And in fact, some of the clips there are completely out of context and not correct. And I could fix that. You know? And I feel like this would be a great opportunity to go down memory lane for me and re-experience both my highs and lows as a content creator and share that kind of with you and say, hey, this is cool because now we can together, right, see how much different I am today. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, like, yeah, I just don't understand why people now are like, well, forget it. We don't care about the one about you. Do the one about Wings. That's weird. You would rather have me comment on someone else than on myself. Why? I don't have any innate knowledge on Wings. I can't really. The only thing I could do while watching the Wings video, okay, is give you my honest take on what's going on in it and my feelings about it. When I watch that video, I'll have to judge it as fact because I don't know the truth of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't actually know what's truthful and what's not. So not knowing the truth of the situation, I can't say, oh, this is what happened or that's what happened. I have to just believe what the video says. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of crappy in my opinion. But if Wing says it's okay, I guess it's okay. He's saying it's fine. I guess he feels that it's enough of an accurate enough video to do it. So I guess that's okay. He's not telling me, oh, by the way, there's segments of it that are completely false and slanderous. And, he's saying just go for it, I guess. Okay? No, I haven't watched the video. I have not watched the video. That's what I'm telling you guys. I didn't watch it. I don't know why people think that I've watched it. I didn't watch the video yet. I know how long it is because I've seen it. I pressed play. Oh, here it is. It's the same because I watched my own. And I said, oh, there's ones on Wings. And I pressed it. I said, oh, I see. There's a whole video on him. Oh, Jesus, it's 2 hours long. I didn't watch the video. Yes, the video on me is 5 years old, but the video on me is the most viewed video about me ever on the internet. There's not a single video on the internet about Darkside Phil that has more views than that video. That is the most famous and pertinent video ever made about me. All the other shit that came after is bullshit. All right? I tell you right now, I've watched the Down the Rabbit Hole video. Most of it is true. A few things I feel are half-truths because I can add to them and clarify them. All right? The shit that comes after that video, that's when the era when everything changed. Up until that point, okay? A lot of the things that happened were truthful, right? You can't deny something that's been recorded and is on camera, right? Let's be honest. Take a look at that video. What did Phil do? He made bad gameplay. He said some racist things. He was a toxic guy in the Street Fighter community. This and that. And it's all documented, right? It's literally all documented right there in a video that I put out, right? Now look at all the shit that came after, right? It has nothing to do with my any video that I've put out, right? When you watch my videos, do you hear talking about my personal bankruptcy, right? Is that a major topic that I'm reviewing all personal information about myself? Is it a fucking stupid, slanderous things about escorts? Do we sit here and talk for hours on end about mobile gaming conspiracies? No, it's bullshit. The difference between the original video there by Frederick Knudsen and all the shit after is that his is based on factual shit that happened, corroborated stuff. You can prove it's there because I uploaded it myself. All the other shit is bullshit fucking speculation. It's all half-truths or quarter truths or based on this tiny little itty-bitty piece of something that's true, completely blow it up and extrapolate it to a point where it's not true at all. It's blatant fucking slander is what it is. It's defamation at its worst. Why on earth would I want to go through every piece of defamatory shit ever said about me? Why? It's ludicrous nonsense. It's a bunch of conspiracy horse shit. Why would I waste my time on that? It's not even factually corroborated. If all the things that people have said about me were true,
It's Tevin's fault.
I'm in jail right now. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? It's all fake. But people want to believe the most ludicrous bullshit just because somehow it was based on a tiny snippet of fact, right? It's nonsense. Go. It's just so simple that why would I want to waste my time with that? There's a video out there with over 6 million views that's mostly truthful that highlights some of my biggest shortcomings of my career. And it allows me to show how I've grown, how I've changed for the better. That shit doesn't happen anymore, for the most part. There's moments of weakness, but we can go down memory lane and see all the crap I used to do and say, maybe that's why people don't like him. It's a shame that they don't realize he's changed since then, right? And like I said, I really feel there's a lot of insight that I can add to all of that. Involved with drama and shit, and I'm not involved in it. Someone just brought up, what about OIC? What about it? How the fuck do I know anything about what that was? I had nothing to do with it. I'm here. Here's what I do. I come to my stream. I turn it on. I talk with you guys in stream chat. YouTube mode on. I try to keep nonsense out of the chat, and that's it. I don't have anything else to do with it. Nothing. I don't watch 14, 15 corroborating hours of drama content every day. I don't have time to waste. I'm a 40-year-old running a business that has a personal life. I'm not a loser who sits on the internet and is looking for drama and conspiracy all day long. I want nothing to do with that periphery bullshit. I'm not even involved in the periphery bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So why in the holy shit would I ever get involved in that? It's all nonsense. There's a difference between, you know what they say, you pick and choose your battles? So I pick to do a commentary on Down the Rabbit Hole. It's because I watched the video and I realized that guy did a good job. He did as much research as he possibly could. He exposed things that are true. He summarized them all in a short video, and it got 6 million views. And most people now look at that video and say, man, that Dark Side Phil guy had a lot of issues over the years. Hopefully he changed for the better. Right? Right. All the other shit after that is all like nothing to do with my content. Seriously, just think about the difference. Why don't we like Phil? Well, because he said racist things in the past, because he hated on game devs constantly in the past, because he was a toxic person in the Street Fighter community, and the Street Fighter community kind of turned on him at one point because of this. All these corroborating things that are from my content, mistakes I made in my own content. Everything since then has been things that have nothing to do with me or my stream.
I would do it.
Just things that people are trying to, oh, well, Phil changed for the better on his streams and his content, so now we have to completely change the subject to something that has absolutely nothing to do with his streams or his content, and by the way, isn't even facts. It's just speculation bullshit, right?
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
So there you go.
Bills.
Here you go. All F4. What about evidence that says otherwise? There's no evidence. There's literally no evidence of anything. There can't be, because it's not true. I don't care what these idiots say. A million fake documents, a million fake pieces of data, a million fake posts, a million fake conversations. It's fake. I'm not involved with any of it. I swear to God, you people think that I like cloned myself and have another person out there running around being a complete asshole at all times.
From PayPal.
I don't know, you think I would have time to do the shit these idiots say about me. Oh, out of your mind.
Ooh, I gotta eat it. Gotta eat it. Eat the hype.
How about this? Anything that was ever taken from my own live streams that I uploaded is obviously true. Anything else you've heard outside of there is bullshit. Speculation. It's nonsense. So why would I react to it? It's bullshit. I will react to real stuff. I will not react to bullshit. There's no point. Because the bullshit is a never-ending amount of... It's a fountain of bullshit.
I don't
right?
have
it's a big
job.
erupting volcano of bullshit. Just squirting and covering everything with anal ass waste, right? Who wants to be involved in that? I don't. That's for sure. Why do you think that someone like Frederick Knudsen doesn't get himself involved in that kind of shit, right? He did the facts. He covered the facts. What's he going to do? Everything else is speculation. No corroborating evidence of anything. Just, oh, coincidence and conspiracy. So why would you even make a video about that? It's not true. You can't prove any of it, so why would you make videos about it? If you're someone who's a professional, someone who's aiming to make content that's valid, you stay the path of fact. You can corroborate everything that's said in the original video because it's all right there. It's facts. It's on the internet. I uploaded it. All the other shit afterwards is not. So why would you waste time with that? Right? Unreal.
$16.51 from PayPal.
No, Snow Carly, you're an idiot. Seriously. You're a fucking idiot. What did I just say? People ignore everything I say. So, well, if he made a recent video, wouldn't it be full of all that? No, I spoke with him. He says he's not interested in bullshit, baseless internet drama. That's why he's not making an updated video on me, because there's nothing to make a video on, because he's not interested in internet drama. His video was a factual documentary about my history. It wasn't supposed to be an internet drama video. You understand? But people tried to turn it into that, and it's not. That's not what it is. No, take a look at the stuff he puts on his channel. He's got a documentary about Deep Blue on there that's really well researched and well done. He's got other things on there that are all historical. It's actual history. It's not meant to be internet drama.
So if you're going to be an asshole, you're going to be treated like an
not.
asshole. You're going to be shown the door.
So what are you talking about? You're an idiot. God. Well, Yo did a $1.50 tip and says, the reason why I'm not into your Down the Rabbit Hole members goal, it kind of feeds to a slippery slope with giving into drama. Maybe not with your video, but how people are already asking for wings and detractor videos. And here's the thing, you know I'm never going to be doing the bullshit videos. if there's something there, again, of substance, okay. Wings is literally giving me the nod of approval saying, go ahead and watch the video. To me, that says he feels that it's truthful, right? He feels that there's enough there that it's a valid video that I should watch it. Maybe it's accurately covering his history as a content creator. That's what I'm assuming, right? Mine mostly did that. Like I said, there's a few things here or there that are worth correcting, but for the most part, it's a good video. So, you know what I mean? There's a difference there between I'm watching a documentary on stuff that actually happened versus someone who's just lying and making shit up. You know what I'm saying? Orange Cat says, any truth to rumors that Jasper is the one playing games and you just mime? That's always been true. Phil shits to the $1.50 says, what happened to Straight Cash Homie? I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. Again, I don't involve myself with this. You guys really think I'm like shitting you or something. I don't involve myself in any of this.
What do I do?
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about. I really have no idea. What happened? I don't pay. I'm sure you said, oh, well, you didn't read the 14-page Kiwi Farms post about the guy.
What do
you
I
didn't
do?
watch the 17 detractor videos about him. No, I don't know anything about it. I literally don't know what you're talking about.
Dave's fault.
Zero. There's a sick motherfucker on the internet called Super Hound, whatever the fuck this idiot's name is. Anyway. Yes, I know he was my moderator. And? See what I mean? What are you talking about? You're an idiot. My laugh sounds like ack. Eddie did a super chat. Says, why not react to your bankruptcy recording phone call? It's factual from the court hearing. I'm sure if you get a poll of fans rather have that.
Nothing like that at all.
What is there to react to?
Perhaps
we all know what
insult.
happened, right? Anyone who's interested in that would already have access to it and know exactly what happened, right? There's nothing to even react to. I was asked general questions in a public hearing about my bankruptcy. I answered all the questions, as well as I could. Someone called in and pretended to be a creditor of mine, which is against the law. It's an utter crime, all right? Never been seen before, basically. And let me just say it this way. After that call went down, I had several different conversations with people involved in the bankruptcy process who said they've never seen anything like that happen ever before. In years and years they've been involved. It's their job to be involved in it. They've never seen anything like that, ever. Someone call in and impersonate a creditor. They're not. It's insanity that would even happen. That someone would actually, risk going to jail over it. The difference was this was COVID. If it weren't COVID, that would have been an in-person hearing. And if someone actually showed up and said they were a creditor and weren't, they would immediately been arrested because there's a bailiff there. What were they called? Not a bailiff. Who's the name of the guy who's in charge of the courtroom, the cop there? It would go right to jail. It's impersonation. It's a misrepresentation. There's a million laws broken there. See, that's why the only reason they got away with it is because it was anonymous on the internet. But there were, again, much like many things, this world is not ready for an all-digital presence. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many processes. I tell you this all the time with banks. There's things with banks that just aren't ready for anything digital. They have these weird hours. They're closed half the fucking time. They have these weird bank holidays and shit. But the rest of the world operates. But they're not ready for the modern world, right? Very much courts were not ready for COVID. They weren't ready for the whole world to shut down because of COVID. So they were just trying to flub it and make stuff work. And that dial-in thing was very rare. Incredibly very, very rare. Okay? Very rare that anything would be on a phone call like that or anything unless there was a really good extenuating circumstance reason. And so they just weren't ready for that. I mean, I warned my bankruptcy attorney of it. I said, I guarantee you there's going to be some fucking bullshit shenanigans. I guarantee it. What's happening outside? I don't know. I've heard cops all night driving by. I don't know what's going on. I don't pay any attention to it. All right, guys, we're going to adjourn in a minute. All right? We're going to adjourn in a minute. I give you guys a last opportunity. My last opportunity to react at all. If you have any questions, anything else you want to end here. Sucks that the game didn't work out, Outer Wilds. Also sucks that, again, this is like the 6th stream this week that was slow for support. And I don't know what to do about that. I'm trying to give you guys variety. I'm trying to mix things up. I played the game that won the poll, and obviously it wasn't a good game for streaming. You guys didn't like it.
It's been pretty
I don't know what
slow.
else to say about that. Besides, I'm just going to keep trying, When I come back on Wednesday, we're going to have a different poll set up for a different game passing, and hopefully it works out better this time. Jim, I see what you're saying,
I need
but
that money.
I don't know
really
how I
do.
would
I
even
need
choose
that money.
that. He says
Pay my
some
bills.
people who are content creators have like a list of, my favorite playlist or my most famous
I
playlist
love
of all
Hulk
time
Hogan's
is listed like
dick.
on their main channel page.
I don't have
Number
money
one,
to
I
do
don't
it.
even know
I
what
don't
I
have
put
money to
there.
do it. I don't have money to do
I-
it.
I've done
don't have
so
money
much
to do
over
it.
the
I don't
years.
have money
What
to
do
do
you
it. I
even
don't
choose
have
for
money
that?
to
And
do
number
it. I
two,
don't have money to
does
do
anyone
it.
even really check out the main channel page that often? Besides the community tab that has postings and things and polls, I don't know if anyone actually uses the main channel page that often anymore. It's pretty much like maybe that would increase 10 people's experience. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Unless you have ideas on how I can do it. Thank you, Cracker Jacks. Enjoy your day off. Take care of yourself. Protusum Zone says, I should set a date for this video, have beers, and order out and make it a fun event. Yeah. You mean the wings video? Down the rabbit hole video. Like actually make it, like plan it out, have a special day for it. Order some food, Rise, have some drinks and food while we're watching it together, and I'm reacting to it.
PayPal.
Yeah. I don't know if... See, here's the thing. If I did that, would anyone care? And I mean this, like, would the attendance be high? Possibly, yes. Would the drama be high? I'm sure idiots would try to make drama out of it. But would it be something productive for my business? Keep in mind, this is not just me dicking around on the internet. This is a business I'm operating here. That's why when this is low... and the super chats are almost non-existent, and it's a slow night, it actually hurts me. It literally, a night like tonight hurts me bad. Because I'm like, damn, here's a night when I was here 2 hours like I usually am working, and it's a slow night. Like, what happened, right? And I wish that I could change. I can't change that. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do. Obviously, we had a good time here interacting. We had a good conversation or whatever, right? But I don't know. See, Protusum says, well, the more people watching, the more donations you'll get. I don't believe that at all. That's not a correct assessment whatsoever in my experience, especially these days. These days, I could have low attendance and still get tons of support. And then I could have a stream with a bajillion people watching and no support. I've had both, In this case, you're bringing in people who are drama. People here for drama. Oh, I don't care. You don't care about quality content. I just want drama. Those aren't necessarily people who are going to support
Miserable.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
a lot of those
miserable.
people are just there for drama reasons, drama's sake.
It's Dark Dave's
And
fault.
I really don't know how that's going to really help. Being honest, I mean, we could give it a shot and just see, but I don't really necessarily think this is going to be so
It's none of anyone's
special.
business.
Again, to me, it's just like, I'll do it if you guys really want it. I don't see the big deal. But you guys seem to think it's some kind of a big deal. I don't think so. Chimed in another $1.69 tip, says, good guy Greg versus scumbag Steve. I have no idea what that means, but thank you for the tip. Okay. I'm not going to have Wings on with me. This is not Wings' video. It's my stream and my content. Wings is not going to be on this with me. What are you talking about? Now people are really moving the goalpost. Oh, well, we want to see you do the reaction to the video. Oh, wait, Wings is going to be on that with you, right? No. 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 The fuck are you talking about? Jesus.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Looks like Phil is eating ham sandwiches tomorrow.
I thought Wings already reacted to it. He did, right? I thought he already did one. I thought people had told me that eventually he had actually reacted to his video, and that was one of the ideas people had, that I should react to mine. I'm almost positive that's the case, that he did react to his at one point, and then people came to me and said, well, you're going to react to yours, right? I know, Jay. Yeah, Jade says you've changed. I know. I've been watching a long time. I know, and I've tried, man. I tried hard. You know, I got tired of being that kind of grumpy guy trying to do the same kind of content all the time. I did. I like what I do today way more than what I used to do. Like leaps and bounds today. What I do is more meaningful today than anything I did previous to being a full-time streamer, and I know that too. I'm a pussy. That's a concern too. Michael Caine says, you know, Wings just has so much baggage with his toxic fan base that to bring him into any stream is a huge liability. And you know, that's what I've heard. Again, I've never watched a single piece of content Wings has put out. I want to clarify this. Not ever have I seen a piece of content he's put out. I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know anything about his trolling level. I just hear things. People tell me that it's way worse over there. Oh my God, you know, why don't you collaborate with him? And it's like, dude, don't collaborate with him. That's just going to open the floodgates. You know, like I don't have it bad enough. I don't know. All I know is what I'm told. Okay? That's all I know. Anyway. All right, guys, we're out of time. I mean, I went extra here tonight, too. We're out of time. I got to get out of here. Got to get out of here. Get ready for my day off tomorrow. I will say this. Thanks to those who stuck around and chilled with me for the Q&A. Sucks that it went badly with the game. Hopefully, when we regroup with another Game Pass game this coming Thursday night, it'll be better. I think I may take people's advice, and what we may do is a members only poll for that one. Starting Wednesday morning on the pre-stream podcast, I'll probably set it up. And I'll have the members only be voting on what's the next Game Pass game that we should do Thursday night and pick a good one. Hopefully it'll be more entertaining for you guys. Okay? All right, guys. Well, thank you to those who did support, I should say. Support was not great tonight, obviously, but at least to those who did support, thank you to those who did. I appreciate that. I hope you all have a good evening. I hope you enjoyed the Q&A. Over an hour of it. Wow, almost an hour and a half of it, right? And hopefully I'll see you soon, all right? Neat. Okay, cool. All right, everyone, I stopped recording. That's going to be it for tonight. Thank you. I'm going to upload basically the 45 minutes of gameplay and that hour and a half of Q&A to the channel right now. So reminder, I'm not here tomorrow, all right? I return... actually, I don't need to set up anything here. I'm trying to think what I'm doing. I'm doing Lego. I guess with Lego, I can move the stuff around. I return on Wednesday. Wednesday morning will be Lego Star Wars. Wednesday evening will be more Skyrim. Okay? Then Thursday, it's Ask the King on the first stream. So again, reminder, please post up your questions if you haven't yet. You're going to miss out. You got to get your questions up as soon as possible to be on the show. And there we go. Got that set up now. And so it'll be Ask the King, and then whatever the new Game Pass game is for Thursday night, and there'll be members voting on that. And so Elden Ring, which I know all of you are freaking out to see, will be Friday. Elden Ring resumes on Friday. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you. Please have a good evening. Please have a good day away tomorrow. Whatever you do, please be safe. Have a good time. And I'll see you all when I come back on Wednesday. Sound good? Guys, thanks. Have a good night.
I don't have money to
Thanks
do
for
it.
your
I don't
support.
have money
Those
to
who
do
did
it. I
support,
don't have money to
have
do
a
it.
good
I
one.
don't
I'll
have
see
money
you
to
soon.
do it. I don't
All
have
right.
money to do it. I don't
Peace
have
out.
money to do it.
Okay? Fair enough. All right.
$16.51 from PayPal.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. Are you a functional retard? I have to ask. It's been pretty slow. Say goodbye. Oh, here we go. Now he's talking about WWE champion. He's a piece of shit. You piece of donkey shit. How about this? How about this? WWE champions. All right? WWE champions live rent-free in your motherfucking head. I don't think about WWE champions. You do. You probably know way more about the fucking game than I ever will, because you're an idiot. You're an obsessed loser.
And you know how to forget.
So if you're going to be an asshole, you're going to be treated like an asshole. You're going to be shown the door.
Every reason why we've changed, and there's a storm inside my head. It's getting me in trouble, baby, and I can't break away. I thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before, so take it easy, take it easy. I thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before, so take it easy.
Some flesh, then she found pain. Rough disguises had been seen. Worn by wolves that dressed and seen. Her heart was in the rightest place, but soon she'll know she is the prey. But soon she'll know she is the prey. The lights above will guide her home. She can't look back. Her friends are gone. Her friends are gone. Her friends are gone. Stride she can't be seen.
You know what? I've been smart with my money. I didn't blow all the money that I made.
Oh, ooh, I gotta eat it. Gotta eat it. Eat the height. Oh, ugh.
It's not a single day that passes without you on my
Blah 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 blah. Shit.